I think it'll be really good for the city.
Do you think this is good news?
Don't know, it's dying all in it a bit, I think. It's dead round here.
Is this the boost it needs?
It needs summer.
What does City of Culture mean to you?
Well, I'm from the northeast, so Newcastle got it, I think Liverpool got it, why shouldn't Hull?
The final submissions for the 2017 bid must be made by September, with the winning city announced in November. Tim Iredale, BBC Look North, Hull.
So it's Leicester, Swansea and Dundee that Hull need to beat if it's to become the City of Culture in 4 years' time. BBC reporters from around the country tell us about what chances the other places on the shortlist have of winning that title.
This is Curve Theatre, one of two new arts venues that have sprung up in Leicester in recent years. The city has really gained a reputation for its festivals, including Diwali, which is the second largest outside of Europe. And key to the bid here is about celebrating the multicultural offering, but also the discovery of Rich III, whose bones were found underneath a car park very recently. The bid team here say it's all about community and heritage.
I'm in Swansea Bay, home to Wales's first Premier League football team and the birthplace of Dylan Thomas, who once described the city as an ugly, lovely town. This is a place where cultures come together to create a strong single identity, and that's why I believe Swansea Bay should be the next UK City of Culture.
This is Dundee, the city of discovery, named after the ship behind me, which was made and sailed from here. £1 million of investment has been put into this waterfront area. That'll culminate in Dundee's own V&A Museum. It also has its own rep theatre company and the Dundee Centre for Contemporary Arts. But the bid team say this is a people's bid. It's come from the grassroots, and they want every community to be involved in arts and culture. Dundee's neighbour just down the road, Aberdeen, didn't make the shortlist, but Aberdeen says it will back Dundee all the way. And the hope is that if Dundee's successful, it will benefit the whole of Scotland.
Well, joining me now is Andrew Dixon, one of the people who wrote Hull's bid. Andrew, good evening to you. Congratulations. Fantastic news. Which part of your 63-page document do you think was the most important part in getting us shortlisted?
I think it was the front page. It was the people of Hull. It's the sense that this is a city of beauty, a city with great light and open space, and a city where people will come out and play a part in celebrating Hull's heritage and its cultural assets. So page one, the people of Hull.
What serious benefits would winning actually bring to the city? Would it actually be a game changer?
Well, I think it would be a game changer, and already just being shortlisted is a huge vote of confidence in the artists, the cultural producers, the promoters, the festivals, the people, the city council, the university and all the partners. But the game changer is a really serious issue. It's about changing the visitor economy, it's about social issues and getting more participation and skills. It's about jobs, and it's also about changing attitudes about the city. Do you know, it was 400 years ago when the Beggar's Litany said, "From Hull, Hell and Halifax, good Lord deliver us," and we can't shake that off. And the UK City of Culture will do that. And even today, images of Hull are being beamed around the UK. People are commenting about the beauty of the city and its cultural assets, and that's making a difference.
That is fantastic to hear and great news for us. There's more work to do then on this competition. Dundee, Leicester and Swansea, what have we got to do to see them off?
Well, it's a great shortlist, and already there's some other great cities that have dropped out. But Hull's just got to be distinctive. It's got to play to its assets. It's got to involve the whole artistic community and try and reach into every home and every house. You know, every person in Hull has got some creative contribution that they could make to this year. We want to take the UK Year of City of Culture and reach out into all the homes of the city. We also want to welcome the world here and to embrace our international partners and many of the new population centres that have moved into the city.
Well, many congratulations so far. More work to benefits. Thank you very much indeed for all of those. Now, the team behind Hull's bid to become the UK City of Culture 2017 has been told that it needs more wow factor, whatever that is. Well, today there was a special workshop for members of the public so that they could give their own ideas about how to make Hull stand out against the other 3 rival cities. Amy Cole has more.
Hull has already been praised for its cultural flair. Last year, the city pulled in thousands of people with a number of key events such as the Freedom Festival and the Leonardo da Vinci exhibition. Now it's hoping to build on that success and is bidding to become the UK City of Culture 2017. At a workshop today, members of the public were asked what buildings in Hull they thought had the most cultural value. Hakima explained his choice to me.
I was thinking of the William Wilberforce Museum.
Why is that?
Because of the significance it holds to the Hull history in relation to freedom and multiculturalism. I think that will be an important site.
We've been thinking about the Lord Line building just off the Clive Sullivan Way. We feel it's an amazing building, amazing architecture, and it's just stood there. It could be fantastic.
But Hull faces strong competition for the title. Leicester, Dundee and Swansea Bay have also been shortlisted. Not that that's putting anyone off.
The focus has to be getting that bid right, but the whole journey is about getting a city behind you. Everybody from the taxi drivers to the hotels, to the restaurants, to people and communities who can play a part in this programme.
Well, they're still busy brainstorming in there. Now, the feedback the team has had on its initial bid is that there is strong vision and themes, but it needs the wow factor and it needs to raise the bar on artistic programming. The team has until the end of September to submit its final bid, and then that all-important decision will be made at the end.
Of course, we'll let you know what happens on that one. Now, the organisers of Hull's bid to become the UK City of Culture 2017 say that local people must get behind them if they're to be successful. Now, this morning, an open-air ballet performance was held in the city centre to promote the campaign. Our reporter, Tulu Adeoye, was there.
A preview of what's to come if Hull is named UK City of Culture. The mini performance from Ballet Lorraine marked the start of the Back the Bid campaign.
Hull's got a great chance to win UK City of Culture, but we have to prove that the city needs it and the city wants it, and the people's support is really crucial to that. So we're encouraging people today to get engaged with the bid, to back us on Twitter and on Facebook, and to continue to send in their ideas.
Promotional material like this will be popping up across the city. It's hoped it will get the attention of local people and businesses and encourage them to back the bids.
I think it'd be lovely. We've as much right as anybody else to have the City of Culture, haven't we?
It will draw people in, and it's good for business, for hotels and restaurants, and maybe even myself. But let's get her on the map.
Winning the title would mean investment in the city of around £11 million, leading to jobs and the promotion of the city in the UK and beyond. Hull Truck Youth Theatre is the kind of group that would benefit.
We nurture talent here, and for 2017 to be able to retain some of this talent in the city as opposed to people going away here, there and everywhere, it would just be brilliant for these guys to thrive.
We have a great theatre system here. We have the whole Truck Theatre and then we have the whole New Theatre, but it doesn't get noticed compared to other like cities like Manchester or Liverpool. And I think if we did win the City of Culture, we'd become more renowned.
Hull needs to see off Dundee, Leicester and Swansea Bay to win the title. The city will find out if all the campaigning has been worth it when the winner is announced in November. Tulu Adeoye, BBC Look North, Hull.
Yeah, November, it's getting close, isn't it?
And into the playoffs as well.
Hull FC playing tomorrow night at the KC. Now, earlier we were talking about the City of Culture bid for Hull. I'll have some emails on that in just a moment. Well, a choir based in Hull is taking an unusual approach to backing the city's bid. The choir has reworked the lyrics to a popular dance track and has been filming a music video to go with it, featuring landmarks around the city. Amy Cole has this.
The divers are in place. The fish suspect something's up. Then this. The All for One choir has reworked the lyrics to a well-known dance song, littering it with famous places and people from Hull. They're filming a music video, but the Deep isn't the only location. Many iconic areas of the city will also feature in it. It's all part of finding imaginative ways to get people to back the City of Culture bid.
We're hoping that people will listen to the lyrics, that they'll be inspired to the fact that we are a great city. People that don't already live in Hull will hear about who we are as a city, but also, yes, an offshoot of that is that other people will say, hey, we can set up a project like that as well. Let's us do something as well.
Enthusiasm for the project is sky high.
We have given up quite a lot of our time, but it's been such an honour to be part of the bid for Hull for the City of Culture, and the choir has really enjoyed being part of that.
The music video is currently being edited and should be available to view online later this month. Amy Cole, BBC Look North, Hull.
Well, the rage at the moment, isn't it? Good evening. Hull, becoming the 2017 UK City of Culture, would have the power to transform the city for generations to come. Well, it's the claim of the woman in charge of City of Culture in Londonderry in Northern Ireland. She's been to Hull today to explain how her city has been benefiting this year. She spoke to our business correspondent, Paul Murphy.
Setting the stage in Hull for its annual arts and music celebration, the Freedom Festival. There is, though, an even bigger challenge on the horizon. Hull's final bid for City of Culture 2017 is also being prepared. And the woman running Derry 2013 is over to take a look.
I think Hull's going in the right direction. I'm fortunately not on the judging panel, but certainly from what I've read, I read the bid coming over on the plane last night, and I thought one of the things I loved about it was the wholeness of it. It's very real. It's very rooted in this city having a conversation about itself.
That same conversation in Derry, a city once known for its troubles, is claimed to have produced profound social and economic change. And this morning, Hull's business community was being urged to back the bid.
I think there's been a recognition, looking at some of the other great cities in this country and beyond, of how culture has transformed those places and spaces. And it is recognised that culture brings jobs into places, it brings prosperity.
Above all, it's believed that City of Culture status has the power to change the story of a place. And certainly in Derry, they're more likely now to be talking about culture rather than conflict. And those behind the Hull bid want to see the same sort of change in how people view this city. Rolling out festivals like Freedom is part of that process.
I think that it's about finding your identity and celebrating your identity. And I think if Hull's going to win the bid, it needs to be because people here in Hull want it to happen.
Do you think the city knows what it's letting itself in for?
I don't think it has the foggiest notion. No, in fairness, I think worry about that afterwards. Put enough into the bid to be convincing about your serious financial investment in it.
The deadline for Hull's completed bid is just 25 days away. It'll be judged by some of the most influential people in the world of art and culture. If it sounds like a big deal, that's because it is. Paul Murphy, BBC Look North, Hull.
Now, the head of Hull's bid to be the UK City of Culture in 4 years' time says that the weekend's successful Freedom Festival has improved the city's chances of winning. It's estimated that 80,000 people attended the three-day festival. Caroline Bilton has more.
From morning till night, for 3 whole days, thousands of people came to experience Hull's Freedom Festival.
The moment when the Viking ship left the Wilberforce statue, the New York Brass Band were playing and all the young people that were walking in the procession started